Oh, hey everybody. Let me go ahead and pause that. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dave It Yourself channel. Sorry, I was playing with some Army men that Tughill had given me back during the Pilot Ryan fly-in, so I apologize for that, but hope you enjoyed that little bit of dancery. So hello everybody and welcome to the Dave It Yourself channel. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Dave and this is my channel. This is the Sunday night after dinner with Dave special, which is about a 60-minute long, I don't know, you guys call it whatever you want to call it. I guess it's a mental release for some of you. But as you can see from here, it is episode 24. There it is, episode 24. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this. I've changed up a few things, nothing too crazy, but I've dropped some things, brought some new stuff in, want to talk about some stuff. Obviously, we got the new trust certificate going out right now. I was going to take that test today, but I did not. The weather just happened to not be raining here in Georgia the way it said it was supposed to be, so I actually got out and did some flying. But speaking of some flying, you obviously have seen that I've had a little bit of difficulty here lately with flying itself. If you happen to check to see the video I just recently put out with the 3 planes that I put on pontoons and took out to the lake, yeah, that was an interesting day. A lot of sweat expended in that shirt for nothing. But hey, at least the radiant didn't actually catch fire, because, you know, I do have one of those on my record with that big carbon T Trojan Z. Anyway, nonetheless, let's get into this chat Rooski. Let's see who we've got up here today, because I definitely want to say hello to some folks. So let's see who we do have up in here. Let me blow this up some so I can see exactly what it is that we're looking at here. So hello to everybody, and let me shoot on up into this chat here some. Bear with me briefly. I need to go ahead and make this screen a little bigger. There we go. All right, now we're working with grease. All right, so it looks like I do remember that it looks like Randy Butterfield at this point is the first one in the chat, but I know that he is not the first one technically. I think KBRC was in here, so thank you for that, Kyler and Randy. Appreciate seeing you here, sir. Thank you so much. I would like to know whether or not you happen to get that 650 prize I sent you. I did not send those out until Wednesday, so I think you, Jermaine Spencer, Matt M, and who else did I send something out to? Somebody else. Anyway, one of my other, I think it was Barry Campbell, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I sent everybody's stuff out on Wednesday, so I'm not sure if you got it yet or not. But nonetheless, appreciate everybody being here tonight, and I thank you so much. And if you haven't thought about it yet, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Let me go ahead and do some shouty outs. So we got Mr. Randy Butterfield in here as far as up as it goes in the stream. And then we got, hey, Randy Hardy. Hey, Randy Hardy, I wanted to ask you a question, sir. And speaking of that as well, let's see how you're doing, as a matter of fact, because I knew that you were I guess in the hospital or whatnot, so I wanted to make sure that you were doing okay. So hopefully you're doing good, sir. So please let us know on that so we can see exactly how you are keeping up. So let's get back into that chat a little bit, and so I can say hello to some more folks. And then we've got Mr. Eric D. Johnson in here. We've got Randy Butterfield, of course, Mr. Mike SSI. We've got EQRC in here. Hello, sir. Mr. Barry Campbell. We got Boss 223. We got old Jeff in Lower Alabama in here. How you doing, sir? Good to see you very much. We got my mom in here. Everybody give a thumbs up in the shout for my mom. Hey, Mom. Good to see you as well. And then let's see who else we have in here that I have not said hello to just yet. I know we might have a few folks streaming in a little late. We got old Kenneth Wise in the house. Hello, Kenneth. And then Mr. Tim DuPont. Hello as well to you, sir. Thank you so much. And then we also have, as I'm scrolling down, there's Mr. Rich M in the house and Mr. Dwan Smith RC. Hey, Mr. Dwan Smith. I see that you are first time in the stream today, so I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for that. That is some good stuff, so thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed just yet, please consider doing so. I have some pretty interesting videos, as you may have recently seen if you've seen any of my videos lately. Some of them get pretty interesting. And speaking of that, so since we do happen to have Mr. Jeff in Lower Alabama in the house, I wanted to do a little something for him. So everybody, it's Jeff's birthday today, so I wanted to go ahead and, if you don't mind, I'm going to take just a quick second to say happy birthday to Jeff. I'm going to sing happy birthday to Jeff. You are not going to like it, but I'm still going to do it. And if you would at home, please sing along with me happy birthday to Mr. Jeff Frey, who from Jeff in Lower Alabama, who turns, I don't know, 27 or 28 or whatever he turned today. So anyway, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jeffrey. Happy birthday to you. Nice. All right, Jeff. So I know you guys are probably singing the more traditional version at the house there, and that's totally fine. But I wanted to acknowledge Jeff. Happy birthday to you, sir, and thank you so much for spending your birthday in the stream here. So I wanted to go ahead and give you a shout out on that. So thank you for that, sir. Happy birthday to you, sir. I hope you're having a fantastic day with that. So thank you so much for being here. So let's get back up into this chat-a-rooski a little bit here and see who else we may have that popped in. We got Mr. David Snyder in the house, it looks like. We got Eric Johnson. Hey, Brian Ford from across the pond has made it in. That's good to see. Hey, McDale, good to see you, sir, as well. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly do appreciate that. So let's get into a little bit more here of what we got going on. So the show today is sponsored by Foam Tack. Foam Tack, super strong foam adhesive. No, it's not. It's not sponsored by Foam Tack, of course. This is just some Foam Tack. I'm actually, you know me, I'm a paper tape and hot glue guy, so normally I would just, but in this particular case, if you happen to check my Instagram for Father's Day, I actually bought my dad it's a balsa model, which is a rubber band model of the Stagger Wing. Which is one of his favorite planes. So when I found this today, it does say balsa on it. So guess what, Dad? You'll be getting this Foam Tack. So the show is not sponsored by Foam Tack, but hopefully someday by Gorilla Glue. But the show is brought to you by Tito's, of course. So we've got Tito's here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and dave this up. Now if you guys haven't done this, and if you happen to be vodka drinkers, and I only drink once a week and it's during the show, but if you happen to be vodka drinkers, so what I recommend is you take a regular vodka, and then you take something fun like a squirt here from like a Kroger or something like that. This is like a lemonade flavor. And then we just do a little beep. And this stuff's pretty potent. And then you give it the old swirly McSwirlster. And then you do the old... Oh, it's pretty good. That's good stuff. Put a little sugar on that rim. Watch out, ladies. That's good stuff. So, so anyway, the show is brought to you by... is enhanced by Tito's, let's put it that way. So that's what's going on there. So I wanted to get into something a little bit different. We have not done, I dropped a couple of things from the show this particular week. I'm not going to necessarily be doing jokes of the Dave or word of the Dave. Looking at some of the analytics, it doesn't seem that those two things seem to be playing out too heavily well. Oh, well, it's okay. If you guys do like it, of course, put it in the comments and I'll bring it back in. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring in a little something different, which is still a something of the Dave. But this one is something that really just kind of get us doing some interaction and a little bit of thought, something different for the show. So here we go with the thought of the Dave. And the thought of the Dave today is, what job would you be terrible at? What job would you be terrible at? And that's the thought of the Dave today. So let's go ahead and break into that stream a little bit, and everybody just start put some comments in there, and let's get ourselves our chuckle on, because let me tell you, Boss 223 like word of the Dave. Well, I'm glad to hear that, boss. Maybe back for episode 25. We'll see. Analytics said otherwise, so nonetheless, but that's okay. If you guys like that stuff, I will bring it back. But I thought maybe a little thought of the Dave. So, what job would you be horrible at? For me personally, probably YouTube personality. Yep, that's exactly the one. Horrible. But it's kind of like a mental release kind of thing. It's kind of therapy, I think. So even though I'm horrible at it, thank you for attending my therapy sessions every Sunday night. Because clearly, as you've noticed in some of my videos, I do have a bit of a phone problem. So, hey, Jermaine, good to see you in the house as well, sir. Thank you so much. Please let me know as well whether or not you happen to get your present yet, sir, because I mailed that out on Wednesday. I don't know if you happened to hear that earlier. But yes, and again, it is Jeff in Lower Alabama's birthday today, so happy birthday to Jeff. And I'm just going to go ahead and do a little turn it up for Jeff, because happy birthday, Jeff. Happy birthday, sir. Had a little extra warning, I probably would have had something in your mailbox today, or yesterday, since today's Sunday, but next year, my friend, next year. So anyway, so that's thought of the Dave. So what job would you guys be horrible at? Who has an idea? Is it the job that you currently do? High steel worker. Mike SSI says high steel worker. Mike SSI, I'm going to guess you have a problem with heights, my friend. And I do not blame you. Not a doubt. So yeah, so what else? I always wanted to be when I was a kid, and even as I get older, and even now, to be honest with you, if it were worth it, I would love to be either a teacher or a police officer. The two most underrated, underpaid jobs, the most ill-respected two jobs that are most important in society. Make them smart so they don't create crimes, and then catch them if they do create crimes, hopefully later. And those two are that's just with the internet today, that's just not a job you can have. If you are a teacher or a police officer out there, just my hat's off to you, literally, because that is a job I would love to have, but in 2021, so many cameras around, negative. So yeah, that's not going to help it. Jeff says car herder. So I'm thinking that now you said car herder there, Jeff. Do you mean like somebody that has to get like rental cars or just like cars from dealerships, or did you mean to say cow there? Because so anyway, that'd be fun. But yeah, so that's just a little something to kind of get your noodles cooking a little bit today about talking about something different. What job would you be horrible at? So besides YouTube personality, I think I would probably be horrible at, well, obviously professional RC flyer. But I think I'd probably also be horrible at, probably working at some sort of animal shelter. As much as I would love to do that as well, having to say goodbye to them or having to let them, I don't think I can do that. So that's my other answer there too. There you go. YouTube personality and animal shelter worker. I couldn't do either one. So there you go. So you guys knock it out a little bit there. Hey, Wild Bill, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for being in the stream. Thank you so much. Hey, Lyndon Stewart, good to see you as well, sir. Always a pleasure to see you as well. I think you're in Guyana, if I'm not mistaken. So always good to have international viewers on the show. You guys had a little spice. You and old, we got old Brian Ford out there in England. And then I think we have, if we happen to have Lee Davidson, he's up in Canada. I don't know if Lee's in here tonight, but yeah, I like some of those international viewers. It's always good to hear from you guys, so thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. But one thing that I definitely wanted to get to was bingo! That's right, it's bingo time, people. Let me go ahead and move my drink up out of the way. Let's get on up into that. You know what? Let me start this off real quick. Let me go back. Let me just take a step back here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually break out the bingo list. And let's go ahead and make sure before I start calling out numbers tonight that everybody that should be on the bingo list is on the bingo list, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and yell out names and numbers again, and if you haven't already done so, please go ahead and put a piece of paper or tape or something somewhere with this number on it. Use a dry erase marker on the fridge, whatever. Just put this number somewhere so that you know exactly what your bingo number is. And if for some reason your bingo number, if your name is not called out, let me know in the chat. We're going to go ahead and fix that tonight. So let's start off here, and I'm going to go ahead and put on my smart guy glasses because it makes it look like I'm a professor of nothing. Here we go. So we got Dave Baker at B1. Of course, we're going to start B's of bingo, obviously. So Dave Baker, B1, Tughill RC, B2, Love RC, B3, Primodus, B4, Everything RC, Liam, B5, Pterodactyl 44, B6. Then we have just straight up Jack at B7. Tigeran Playz at B8. Barry Campbell at B9. Bad Rooster at B10. Nathaniel Pulling at B11. Roachcoach Heli's at B12. David DIY RC Guy at B13. Nate 1976-100 at B14. And Michael Rajca at B15. Now, I know you guys are fantastic, and you've probably written all these down because you always bust me when I have doubles on here. So if I have doubles on here tonight, please let me know so I can go ahead and clear those up. But I had that one double before and I already fixed it. So just so you know, that's already fixed. But let me know if you hear anything else as we go. So we're in the I's now. So we got Reckem Roy at I-16, Jack Hawk at I-17, Finocchiaroshobbyoutlet at I-18. And I want to say I already swapped them out, if I'm not mistaken, so this may be an old list. Thanks, snag it. Anyway, 2 ERC at I-19, King Joffrey at I-20. So if you happen to be the subscriber that actually has I-18, which is Finocchiaroshobbyoutlet, I-18, I do remember swapping them out. So maybe this list is not current. So let me know if that's not accurate and if you're in that number slot so we can go ahead and get you in there. And then from there, we got 2 ERC I-19. Then we got ourselves King Joffrey at I-20, Jermaine Spencer I-21, Scott Settle I-22, That was where the whole mix-up came in last week. So, Jermaine, you got your extra present and your gift coming for you with that, with those ninjas. Scott Settle, if you happen to be in the stream, and I'm not in that part just yet to look at this chat, but you never even sent me your address, brother, to get that super sweet world's smallest. Matter of fact, I got it sitting right here still. World's smallest, Stretch Armstrong. You're still waiting to get this prize, so, you got to send me that address so I can send it to you. Technically, if you have not responded by the next stream, which is this one, you don't get it, but I've already talked to you a little bit during the week, and I knew you were out of town. So, anyway, where was I? Scott Settleson, Timothy Nelson, I-23, Keith Christie, I-24, Mike SSI, I-25, Wild Bill, I-26, Gerry Johnson, I-27, Christopher Barnes, I-28, David Barnes, I-29. I'm sorry, Christopher Morgan, not Christopher Barnes. Christopher Morgan, I-28, David Barnes, I-29, and Boss 223, Mr. Kevin. He is at I-30. And then we got Kenneth Wise at N31, Mickey BRC at N32, N33 is Randy Hardy, 34 is Barry Craig, 35 is Tanner Walker, 36 is JCB 67, old Jim over there. We got 37 is Muskie Bob, N38 Tyson D. Strong, N39 Eric D. Johnson, 74 N40 Brian Ford, N41 Quinning. Oh, I got Quinny Perks in here still. That's how I know this is an old one. It's Quinn Perkins. And then we got Tim DuPont at 42, Free Range Chicken at 43, Matt M at 44, and ARG Vision at N45. So if you guys are commenting in the chat about your number being wrong, hang on that just a second, because I can only do one thing at once, hence the Dave It Yourself part. We're going to get in the G's. I'm not going to yell out G in front of every number. Just know these are G's. So G46, Joe Habib, 47, Randy Butterfield, 48, Concord 963, 49, Dennis Farley, TNRC Pilot, 50, the RC Air Marshal, 51, old Dave there. RC Roland is at 52, 53 is Harry Evans, Aerospace Matt is at 54, Tony Spears is at 55, W.A. Holloway is at 56, EQRC is at 57, McDale is at 58, Lee Davidson's Hangar is at 59, and KBRC is at 60. All right, so have I doubled up anybody yet so far? I don't think so. All right, so let's get into those O's. Here we go. O's, 61, Shadow Ops. 62, Pilot Jerry RC. 63 is C Mafia. 64 is Passmore's Playhouse. 65 is Thomas Milano. 66 is Steve Prater. That's the one that's not still on here, but I remembered that I took him off and gave him somebody else's number, and then realized that that was a duplicate. So Steve, you're back on there. You're at 066. 68 is Jeff in Lower Alabama. 69 is Hamilton's Hangar. Dave Hawker is 70. Thomas M is 71. Dave's RC is 72. Lyndon Stewart 73. Kit Kaiser 74, and Jet X RC is 75. All right, so that is the round out of the list. So now let me shoot on over to the Stickity Ream and see what you guys are saying about that list. Is there anybody on there? Okay, now I'm in the list, and let me know, is there anybody on that list or not on that list? As a matter of fact, Lyndon, did we say that you were on there? And yeah, you're on there, 073. All right, and let's see, we got Tony Spears on there, I think. Yep, he's a G55. All right, David Snyder, I know you're on there, David. David's always get on there. Now, Dewan Smith RC. Hey, okay, now here we go. Here's a new one here. So, Dewan, I am going to move you to a spot where somebody I've not seen in the stream. So, Dewan, if you happen to be subscribed, please do. You do have to be present to win bingo. So, if you're still in the house right now, please let us know. But I'm going to go ahead and put you in, and I'm going to go ahead and remove Mr. 53, which is G53, which is Mr. Harry Evans. I haven't seen Harry ever. So we're going to go ahead and put Dewan Smith RC in old G53. All right. So that's where we're at with that. All right. So there we go. So we got Dewan Smith RC at G53. All right. So let's take a look and see if there's anybody else in there real quick that I don't recognize or has not been on this list. Because if not, it's time to roll that bingo ball. Because I like it. I like it. Okay. So, I think we might be good. All right, so let's go ahead and go to scroll down on this. I'm going to go ahead and put in my Stiggity stars here. Dwan, subscribe for a year now. Hey, thanks, bud. I appreciate that. for some reason, I guess maybe you have your subscriptions. Hey, Don Shock's in the house. Hey, Don, just enough. Good to see you. Hey, and just enough RC is in here. How you doing? Good to see you, Jude. Jude, I know you're not on this list as well, and neither Don Shock. Did I say Don Shock? I wanted to say maybe I did say Don Shock. Don, let me know if you have a number, but I do know that old Jude at Just Enough RC does not. So, Jude, I'm going to go ahead and stick you in, buddy, and to a place. Let's get rid of that RC Air Marshal, that guy. No, I'm just kidding. I just like to mess with Dave because he's a Dave. He can handle it. All right, so it looks like maybe somewhere around that. You know what? I think we're going to go ahead and put you here because I haven't seen this cat either. This will be Mr. Tanner Walker's spot. So we're going to go ahead and put Just Enough RC in here. All right, so Jude, brother, you are now at N35. That's your number, all right? So you're at N35. And who else? Is there anybody else I'm missing here? Don Shock. Now, again, Don, I want to say, please tell me I already said Don's name. All right, because I want to do this bingo thing. And, okay, I don't see you, Don. So let's go ahead and take out, Nate 1976-100. Nate, I'm so sorry. I have not seen you in here forever. Don has been here, I think, recently. A couple of times. He deserves to be on this board. So I'm sorry you are now gone. So Don, you now take over the number of B14, my friend. B14. All right. So we're going to go ahead and say that we're good and up to speed now, right? Yep. Okay. So here we go. We're going to, Don, you got that number now. So stars in the chat. Biggity boom. All right. So there's that. Now I got to swap back over to the software so I can transition. All right. Here we go. All right, so here's how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to stick my finger in this little cup and just go back and forth pretty hard with them. And hopefully they don't fall out. I still got it taped to the table, so hopefully that's good. And I'm going to give one more vigorous craziness. All right, and start all the way down here at the end and give one good roll. And all right, we got one in there. Here we go. Dispensing. There it is. All right. Everybody got your numbers? Here we go. This number is I-24. I-24 is Keith Christie. Keith Christie, congratulations. But I want to say you're not in the stream. So, dang it. And double dang it, because I just dropped your ball on the floor. Hang on. I'll find it later. Anyway, I don't think you're in the stream anyway, Keith. But congratulations to old Keith Christie for winning that. But I don't think he's in the stream. So, Keith, unfortunately, wherever you are, cheers to you, sir. And congratulations on being a winner. But you got to be present to win when it comes to bingo. So, strike one on bingo tonight, friends. Strike one. That's all right. Let's get back up into that chickadee chat some and see exactly who's saying what about witchity woos. And we got Just Enough in there, RC in there. Good to see him. EQRC. Yeah, I know EQ, Keith. I know it sucks. All you got to do is show up. This show is only an hour. I mean, on a Sunday. I mean, and I know it's summer, so it's still, sun is still at noon almost in the dang. Rich M. I see that you're mentioning that you're not on the list, my friend. All right, so we're going to take care of that right now. All right, Rich M. Let's see who I have not seen in here in a while either, or a name I do not recognize. And I'm not, I'd like to do that Finocchiaroshobbyoutlet Hobby Outlet, but I know I gave that to somebody else already, so I do not want to do that. So let's go to, let's do old Tyson D. Strong. Have we seen Tyson D. Strong at all in the stream ever? Because if not, Rich M., you're going on there, my man. And Rich M., your new number, my friend, is N38. You're right between Muskie Bob and Eric D. Johnson, who have both previously won before. But Eric wasn't here the day he won. And Muskie Bob has won like 2 or 3 times. And he's gotten, I think, 2 things from me so far. He's probably done. He's probably tired. I don't think he sent me his address on the last win he had. I think he's probably like, all right, Dave, I get it. You're sending me junk. I don't need it. But hey, it's a win. At least it's something fun most of the time. So anyway, all right. So there we go with that. So we'll do another bingo here in a minute because that is horrible. I don't know how to explain that, but that's horrible. But again, chat it up. So let's shoot back into that chat just a little bit. How are we doing on time? We're still within the first half an hour. We're doing great. All right, so we got Don in there. Who else we got in the house? I got Mr. Snyder and Jermaine. Jermaine, I'm sorry, I did not see if you happened to mention in the stream earlier because, again, it's just me here. So if you could just give me a little thumbs up or whatever with some asterisks around it to just let me know that you got your gift or not. And anybody else that happens to be in the stream as well, please also let me know. Just so that I can, I told you I was going to send you the, it's been a rough week in more ways than one. Not just the lake thing, but just other stuff as well. Anyway, so I didn't get that stuff up till Wednesday, and I knew I was going to send you the tracking information, but I figured it just never happened, and I figured maybe by now you'd have them. So I'm sorry. If you have not gotten your presents yet, just let me know. I will send you the tracking information this evening. Cross my heart, Scouts, promise. It's just been a rough week, friends. But speaking of that particular video that I had out at the lake, excuse me, I did learn a couple of things, and this is with regard to the A10, okay? So I did learn a couple of things. One, I had the pontoons too far back, which I tried to put them center of gravity more underneath the EDFs, knowing that they would be heavy. But as you can see in that video, even with the water line, it crests over where the seam is for the bow on both of those floats. So as soon as you gas it in, as you saw in that video, it just dives right in. So got to move the floats forward. And here's the kicker. I think I had it in the right spot originally. I actually readjusted it thinking, this may be better. Should have left it. Anyway, so that's coming. But one of the things is again, I have never flown that plane. I've never flown the UMX A10 on wheels. I've never flown it. The first time I ever even took it out of the box, put a battery in it, and worked the control surfaces and the EDFs was in that video on the lake. So I happen to have a second one, so I thought it was probably a good idea to A, fly that thing and see exactly how it does and how much weight it could carry. And then B, obviously when I go back to the lake, I'll need to do it when it is placid. So either first thing in the morning or right before sunset. And of course, can't put any lights on that thing. So, that ought to be interesting, but we'll see how that works out. You know, it stays late in summer. So hopefully the next couple of weeks I'll get that going. But in the meantime, I did do some other flying, and I made a little video, and this is going to be an exclusive video specifically for this particular stream. I don't know that I'll post it on YouTube anytime soon, maybe later. So if you guys are in the stream right now, you're going to get to see this video. Now, one thing that I have done a little differently than I have done in the past, normally with the videos, I've still been tweaking this OBS thing, of course, after last week's snafu. But anyway, so as opposed to trying to upload it to YouTube and then just URL it into my OBS, I'm trying to use a video straight off my computer in my OBS. Now, that being said, I've tested it several times. It seems like it works great. However, I cannot hear the sound when it comes out, okay? Hopefully you can. Please, immediately, once I start playing this video, if you can hear the sound, just throw some thumbs ups in there. If you can't, throw some thumbs downs and we'll work something else out. But anyway, without further ado, here's that video. Hey friends, Dave here, the Dave It Yourself channel. As you may have seen in my other video, I have my first test with the UMX on floats at the lake. Did not go very well. One of the things is I need to move the pontoon locations, so I'll go ahead and work on doing that. But in the meantime, I figured, I haven't actually even flown this plane, even on wheels, so I have no idea what the type of lift capability it has to it. So I figured I needed to do that as well. So the easiest way for me to do something like that and fly this plane where I have lift capability and be able to test it with the wheels on it is to fly one with wheels on it. So I have one with wheels on it. So I'm going to go ahead and fly this one, see how this thing flies for the first time ever, and then from there maybe get a little better idea of how well this thing's going to work with these pontoons that I have on here. Super glue, paper tape and hot glued on there, of course. Even have a little Dave It Yourself original action there where I have a binder clip. You can kind of see a little bit there in the front, holding that front bar up there, give it some additional balance, and you can see how well that worked in that video that I did. So, you know, okay. But anyway, so I'm out here at my little favorite flying area where I've been doing my 650 giveaway and the 500 subscriber giveaway. So I'm gonna do a little bit of flying here in this parking lot, and I got the grass field behind me, as you can see. We're gonna see how that works out, and just see what we can do about flying this. Brought a couple of other UMXs. I brought the Citation, the Cessna Citation, the dual EDF as well. So I'm gonna be doing a little screaming here, and then when it gets a little bit darker, I brought the Turbo Timber that has all the lights on it. So anyway, if you want to see how all that works around, you know what I recommend you do. You stick around. All right, friends, we're gonna have a little fun here. We're gonna use the Insta360 Go 1 on a tripod. Put it in the field for some cool flybys, hopefully. And I'm gonna go ahead and bind up this little bad boy as if it were a ready to fly model with this DXS here, a little extra tape. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Made an adapter. All right, place them on the ground and bind button. There we go. Yeah, okay. All right. They're recording. All right. So. You know what? The wind is actually kind of coming in my face, it looks like, but let's see what we can do here. Oh, let's turn it this way. He's gonna be coming right at him. All right. All right. He's looking pretty good. All right. Okay. Set him in the grass here. See if I can get some cool. All right, so got a little windy up there. I'm bringing by. Oh, whoops. Do the old Launcherooski off the deck up here. We got this deck right here. So let's start that. Ooh. Actually, it needs to take off before that. Now let's try it. Maybe. See how this works. We're going into the wind, so we should be all right. Holy shit. Sit in there. Bring him back. Oh! Canopy off. All right. All right. Starting to geek out the nose a little bit, but should be okay. We get him to take off. Should be just fine. All right, let's throw him into the wind. Here we go. There he goes. Coming into the wind. Oh, now it broke the nose off. Dang. All right. Ooh. A10 took a bust. Okay. Ooh, he shredded that nose good. Ooh. All right. So we're done with the A10 for tonight. What the fuck? There's a lot of busted up parts right there. I think I have most of them. There's the other piece. So yeah, I think so. Okay. All right. All right, friends. Well, there you go. There's the ending of the UMX A10. I have not had the best luck lately. I think I might stop flying for a bit. This is just ridiculous. Now I got another new plane I got to fix. This will be an easy fix, but still, nonetheless, good grief almighty. I was even flying it in the grass to keep it from doing that and still did it. It's just not my days here, friends. Just not my days. But anyway, still got to work on converting that over. But for now, it flew great. But getting over that hill and wind and we were dealing with here, it just seemed to get to the top of that crest right over there by that gym building up there, and then it would just push it straight to the ground. It didn't matter if I had it throttled up or not trying to take that turn. So anyway, that's where it dumped twice up there, so something was going on. But nonetheless, I'm done for the night. I was going to fly a couple other things, but nope, not after this. Fudge that. So anyway, I'm out of here. So until next time, I'm Dave. That was a new UMX A10, but now it's a highly used and need of freaking repairs A10. So until next time, we are out of here. Oh, sorry guys. These dang army men that dang Tughill got me. God, I tell you, they're so fun to play with. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Did everybody get a chance to hear that okay? I hope so. I could not hear a thing, so hopefully you guys could hear that. Hopefully that worked out all right. Let's throw over into that chat and see what everybody had to say about that. All right, so we got Dwan Smith in there. Let's see, Just Enough RC, just tough little mosquito. Yep. And let's see, Eric D. Johnson. You can fly balloons with that. What's I'm going to start flying? Okay. Yeah, part of the sport sometimes. You know, the top judges just don't make it. Yep. I'm very familiar of that. Just doesn't make it. Very familiar with that. Okay, so here's something else I wanted to bring up. The camera that you saw that I ended up hitting with the UMX A10 is the Insta360 Go 1, and this is the camera that I am giving away for the 750 subscriber prize. So again, if you're interested in this particular camera, make sure that you have contacted me and left a comment on any of my videos, preferably one of my older ones, to let me know that you want to be in the 750 prize. If you have already done so, no need for you to do that again. Trust me, you're already in my comments and I just scroll through those. So, but if you haven't done so and you want to be a part of this particular camera, which is the Insta360 and as you can see, if you happen to be an iPhone fan, this bad boy plugs right in the bottom and you edit your photos right on your phone. If you're a Droid user, it actually has a little micro USB plug in the side. So that's that. So, speaking of the 750 subscriber, where are we at? Well, before the show, we were actually at 653, but currently right now, during the show, we are now at 692, and I checked that during the video that you guys just watched. So I don't know if this happens to be something that maybe other people experience, but pretty much every Sunday during my live streams, I lose at least at one subscriber. I get it. Maybe it's just somebody from way back in the past that's subscribed, maybe number 14 or 15. Like, I never watched this channel, unsubscribe. I get it. But at the same time, literally for the past 6 weeks straight, I lose at least one subscriber on Sundays. Maybe it's because of the live stream. I have no idea. Am I going to stop? No. No, I am not. I'm going to continue this live stream, and if it goes all the way down to one subscriber when it's all said and done, I'll still do that one subscriber live stream. He'll just win bingo every time, or she will. But no, so that's where we're at right now. So if you have not subscribed, please think about it. Let's turn this losing a subscriber every Sunday into gaining at least one subscriber every Sunday. That would be fantastic. And then also continue to help get this subscriber count up, because that 750 prize is coming up. And this Insta360 Go, let me tell you, this will be the first present or the first gift that I'll have mailed out to somebody that wouldn't cost me about 50, 60 bucks to send it. So I am so excited about giving away this prize. Because the 1,000 subscriber prize that I'm going to give you a customized version of a plane that you'll only find on my channel, that again will probably cost me about 50 bucks to ship, but it's fine. It's totally fine as long as we get that 1,000 subscribers so that we can go ahead and get that out to them. That'd be great. So yes, sirree, booby. So let's take a look at that chat real quick, see what else anybody else has have to say about that, and let's try that with a little bit of different fade action. Hit the button, Dave. Hit the button. All right, so what else do we have here? Anybody else new in the hoose tonight? Now, if you have not, thumbs up so far. Hey, Shockwolf 190's in the house. Hey, Shockwolf. Good to see you. I have never seen you in my stream before. I am glad to see you in my stream. I hope that you consider subscribing. If you are subscribed, please let me know. And if you're going to continue to attend these live streams on Sunday nights, please let me know that as well. And I'll put you on that bingo list, because it's always fun to do bingo. And speaking of how fun it is to do bingo, it's bingo time. Let's go to the bingo cam. All right, here we go. Bingo cam. Oh, let's get the old Tito's and lemon juice stuff out of the way. But, you know, let's go ahead and do a little sipperooski while we're at it. Sipperooski. Hey, one other thing I wanted to mention. Last week, when I put my video out, which one was it that I put out? I can't remember. But anyway, it's one of the most recent ones, not the one I just put out, but before that. But anyway, in that particular video, you hear me say this phrase, shoot pants, a lot. Shoot pants. You know, just cleaner than saying it the other way. So anyway, shoot pants. Let's see if we can make that a thing. All right? So anybody that happens to make a video on YouTube with their RC aircraft, and they say shoot pants at any point in time, let's make that a thing. You don't have to credit me for it. Just say shoot pants. It's not like I'm looking to try to start something for me specifically, but I just think funny, shoot pants, because GB Linden was like, I'm going to use that word I'm going to use that phrase from now on. And even though Justin Worden, who won my 500 subscriber, he was like, going to totally use that phrase this past weekend at Jet Jam. So anyway, shoot pants. Hashtag shoot pants. Shoot pants. So when stuff doesn't go your way, shoot pants. Or son of a French toast. That's something else I say. Anyway, even though I don't make this show kid friendly, still those things are pretty fun. So anyway, you know what time it is? Bingo time. Let's go do that. All right, so here we go. Let's get back into the bingo. I'm going to go and put my finger in the old cuparooski. Give it the old vigorous rigmarole. Let's see what we got. I'm looking at the stream now as I'm also rolling this. I see my mom saying, I heard you say the F word. It's one of the things about having your mom in the stream. If you happen to have a bad day at the RC, wherever you're flying, yeah, you heard me say the F word. It was one of those kind of days. Everybody's had that kind of day. I'm absolutely positive that everybody's had that kind of day. All right, so we got the cup down here at the bottom. Here we go. Going to give it the old firm roll. All right, got a ball in the cup. Here we go. Everybody got their numbers. Here we go. I know the only person that may not have a number is that the new guy we were just talking about a second ago, but we'll give him a number if he's here next Sunday. Here we go. All right, here's that number. So we've got ourselves... we're in the B's. B7. B7. All right, who's B7? Let me scroll on up. You probably know who you are. B7 is... gosh dang it. No offense, Jack. But B7 is Jack. Jack. Just Jack. J-A-C-K. Jack. And is Jack in our live stream tonight? He is not. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! You dang bingo gods! 2 people that aren't in my stream. How hard is it to be in the stream? 60 minutes. Listen to it on your phone. Put it in your pocket. Anyway. Disappointing. Disappointing. God dang it. Anywhoozle. That's how it rolls sometimes, folks. Sometimes we get multiple winners, like episode, what was it? What are we at? 24? What was it? 22 when I was still in Missouri, I think. We had like 9 winners. And by the way, again, out of the 9 of you, I think I heard from 2 of you. 2. And it's cool. It's totally cool. If you don't want just wacky gifts, and for some of the new guys, let me just pull some of these things out of the bucket so you can get an idea what kind of wacky gifts you might give me. So, wacky gifts you might give for me is world's smallest G.I. Joe guy with fuzzy hair, by the way, for you old timers like me. Appreciate that. And of course, the easiest way to add color to your cockpits, finger lights. Yep, super easy. We got that. And then of course, these are some of my absolute favorites just because they're $5. You use a little power bank and make any plane into an LED plane. But yeah, I got these LED kits that are $5. You just put a little power bank on top of your battery and fly with them. Make your plane, any plane LED. What else do we have in here? We got magnetic fold holders in here. Some things aren't in here that aren't just straight RC. These are just all straight gifts. Oh, here's a super popular gift back from the winter. If in case any of you guys won these, remember these? Oh, these are perfect winter gloves for RC. Look at that. Got the nice grips for the controllers. Yeah, those are in the bingo box. There's all kinds of great stuff in the bingo box. But you gotta be here to win. So yeah, if we could do something about that, that would be great. So let's get back into that stream-a-rooski or the chatteroo. I'm already in the stream. What am I talking about? Damn Tito's. All right, let's get into that chatterooski. See who's saying what about who and what. All right, grinder neutral G.I. Joe. Yep. Now here's another thing about those. When you see me, normally when I'm buying gifts like that, it all has to do, even though like the finger lights have nothing to do with RC, unless you do not have any navigation lights, because as you see, oh look, LED parachute guy, he's in the bucket too. So anyway, yeah. So in case you don't have navigation lights, look, red and green on there, and then you got an extra white one for the tail. So I mean, and these things are light as all get out. So I mean, yeah, you can put these kind of things on any plane. Now they don't blink or anything like that, but hey, if you want to do a little night flying, you ain't got nothing else, finger lights, boom, boom. So that's how you do it. Less than $1 a pop, boozingy. Or you just show up to the Dave It Yourself live stream and then, hey, may call your number. You know what? Speaking of calling numbers, gosh dang it. Let's call another bingo number. I want somebody to win, gosh dang it. Let's do it. All right. I did not actually plan on a third bingo for tonight, but I figured, since we haven't won anything, this is ridiculous. This isn't the Dave It Yourself channel. Not winning anything? That's for other channels. All right, here we go. I'm giving it some vigorous. I am giving it a vigorous. Vigorous! And should I also take a look at the Magic 8 Ball Shadow Ops? I know you hate the Dave It Yourself Magic 8 Ball. I know you hate it, my friend, but I can't wait for this thing to say that, yes, it's going to be a winner, and you're the winner. I want to change your mind on the Dave It Yourself Magic 8 Ball. But right now it says, fucking A, it says don't count on it. And dang it, I just let an F word slip. And I know my mom's in the stream. So it says don't count on it. So we're going to see if Shadow Ops is right. Is that Dave It Yourself Magic 8 Ball just bunk? We're about to find out. It says don't count on it. So let's see. All right, here we go. All right, let me go back to the old bingo cam. Bingo cam. All right, here we go. Get it all the way down here. Get the bucket down there. There we go. Get a nice roll. Nice and easy. All right, we got one in the bucket. Here we go. Delivery. Here we go. All right. This is the last one of the days, folks. This had better be a winner or you'll be so mad. Oh, dang it. Please don't fall on the carpet. I've got gray carpet. These balls are gray. Dang nugget. This thing. Oh, it fell on the carpet. Son of a... Okay, here we go. I got it. We're good. We're good. All right, here we go. Where's the dang number? Here it is. All right, so the number here is I-24. I-24. So let's get on down to the I's. All right, so that is Keith Christie. Keith Christie, you are the winner with I-24. Congratulations, Keith Christie, who is also not in the stream. You dang deep Magic 8 Ball. Ah, you're right. No wonder Shadow Ops hates this thing so much. God dang it. Strike three. Sit on the bench. Time to get some splinters in my butt. Ah, I hate that. Hate that. Anyhoozle. So yeah, so let's shoot over into that stream some. The old Chatty McChusker. Let's see who says what about who and what. Oh, we got old Mickey BRC. Hey, Mickey BRC, good to see you, sir. Always glad to see you as well. Hey, Dave Marshall, good to see you as well, sir. We shouted out your name earlier, and I was going to erase your name for the big out. No, I really wasn't. But I was just messed around because you're a Dave and you can handle it. So thank you so much for being here, sir. I know that this is probably not on the list. As a matter of fact, I'm probably imagining that most of you are on the toilet right now. That would be the time to watch this stream, is when you're on the toilet. But if you are on the toilet during the 60-minute stream, you may want to see a doctor. So anyway, I greatly appreciate everybody being here. How are we doing on time right now? 6:53? God. Strike three on bingo too, you know. God, strike three on bingo. Episode 24, 3 bingos, 0? No. Negative. No, I'm not doing that. We're going to do another bingo. So bingo! Let's do bingo one more time. Gosh dang it. We're going to give one away before this night is over. All right, here we go. Bingo again, everybody. That's right. The unusual 4th bingo when I only planned for 2 tonight. But yep, we're doing 4 because we haven't given away anything. And no, I do not have a fetish for my local post office, but goodness gracious. All right, I do kind of like using that kiosk. There's no doubt about that. All right, here we go. Cup at the bottom right here. Empty cup. Here we go. Nice roll. Get one in. Here we go. And the ones that I already called out are not back in here, just so you know. All right, here we go. This had better be something. I'll be mad, so mad if this is not something for somebody. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Where's that number? I know it's on one side. Okay, here we go. Now we are at G48. G48. All right, let me scroll down to my G's. And bingo was his name. Oh, G48. Son of a Frankenstein and a French toast stepdaughter who has red hair. Not that that's a problem, but a French toast stepdaughter. So slippery. Anyway, G48. Concord 963. Concord 963. Hey, I see Farmer Man's in the house. Farmer Man, you're not on my bingo list. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do, Farmer Man. I'm gonna help you out there, brother. I like this cat a lot. And what I like about Farmer Man is the fact that we've all had troubles. and he's persevering. That's what I like about that cat. Farmer Man, we're going to give you this winning number. We're going to give you G58. Now, you don't actually win tonight, but we're going to give you G48. So you now, if all you have to do is show up into my streams every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's only for an hour, and you have to be present for bingo. But if you missed earlier, please rewatch this because I have all kinds of just goofy stuff to give away just because it's fun. I go to my hobby store, Hobby Town, literally every, at least once, twice a week. It has literally gotten to the point where I walk in and it's like cheers. They're like, Dave! And the guy that owns the place, Philip. Oh, and speaking of that, okay. Something else I wanted to mention. So I've been talking to my, the guy that owns my hobby store. His name's Philip. Super great guy. But here I have been like chatting with him over the past few weeks. Hey, Philip, I finally hit 500. Hey, Philip, and he's always been like, kind of lukewarm. He's an RC car guy, so I get he's not passionate about the RC aviation, but cars, that man's the job. So anyway, he works at the Hobby Town in Beaufort. He's the owner. His name's Philip. So anyway, he says, so I'm like, hey, Philip, I finally hit like 6 whatever, finally getting ready to get rid of the prize. As I'm walking out with my purchase that day, which is more things for the bingo box, he goes, hey, Dave, blah, blah, blah. He throws out a number. And I'm like, what's that number all about? Yeah, apparently he's got his own YouTube channel. This guy's got his own YouTube channel. It's a lot of RC car stuff. So if you're in the RC car thing, I definitely recommend it. But the name of the channel is RC365. And you're going to see, when you watch these videos, you're going to watch Philip. He's got a really great setup over there. If you're an RC car guy at all, please subscribe. Even if you're not an RC car guy, please subscribe to his channel. Turn the notifications off if you're not an RC guy so you don't get the bells on his new videos, but at least give him the subscription. It is not going to do anything for me monetarily wise when I go into the hobby store, but I did tell him that I promised after this stream he would get at least 4 new subscribers. So if you guys could help me out and help him, just kidding about. So RC365. I had this card. I don't have it handy. But anyway, you'll get it. RC365. So yeah, this entire time he's been placating me about the whole, hell yeah, great, YouTube, blah, whatever. He's got his own channel. He's got like cool neon lights. He's got cool stuff, cool graphics. I mean, Philip, you could have let me in. It's okay, no hard feelings. I'm just super excited to know that he actually has that channel because I'm going to help him out a little bit, just like I want to help everybody else out trying to grow their channels. And speaking of grow their channels, Jeff, I know it's your birthday. Coming after you, though. And I know we're not racing, but I think I'm like 3 or 4 behind you right now. So you better put out some new good content. Although we're not racing, but I do think it's fun. Just a little fun, just a little poke, poke, poke. But it means nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's other than just the fun itself. So, all right. So we're getting ready to roll around here to 658. One thing I want to want to test, and something else that I have going on here. Hang on. Let me turn that off. I've got my my Bluetooth, my thing may be off, but I'm just going to try to work on some sound. You may have heard some music at the very beginning of this particular stream before I actually came on live. I'm trying that out. I even have like a sound effects thing that does a lot of cool stuff as well that I spent money on because I'm stupid. But anyway, so it's like the 100 prank sound effects thing. It's pretty awesome. But like I wanted to put something in here like... let's see, let's just type in applause, and here's applause. So pretty funny. And then I got some favorites here, like this goes along with a lot of my flights. Let's see.
Access denied.
Yeah, pretty much. Access denied. But anyway, so that's a pretty fun little app there, and it's called let's see, it's called Hundreds of Sound Effects kind of thing. It's a pretty fun little app. So I'm going to try to add some more of those in. I just got to figure out how to make that happen, of course, because it's Dave It Yourself. So everything you see here is being done by me, by myself. So could use a little production assistant. So again, I'm throwing it out there. And before we end up, speaking of throwing it out there, I wanted to wrap back around to this whole collab thing. I got another idea. Tell me who you think might be interested. Dixie cups, right? Plastic, regular old Solo cups or Dixie cups, paper ones, whatever. You write point values on them, and then you use whatever plane you want. It doesn't matter. what plane you want, and you try to knock them over by flying over. And we put them in some sort of pattern that we all agree to. And based on whoever can knock over the most cups with their plane, with just the flyby or whatever, and add up those points. That might be a great collab. I think pretty much everybody has a plane. I think pretty much anybody can buy solo cups. Doesn't matter about the color. We just go ahead and get ourselves the actual pattern we want to put it in, and you try to fly that pattern and knock over as many cups as you can. Tell me what you think about that idea. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, because I think that might be a great idea that anybody can do. Doesn't matter what plane you got. If it'll handle it, bring it on. So here we are. We're bringing it up to the 7 o'clock time frame here, friends. So you know what that means. Unfortunately, it's time to go. Turn out the lights. The show is over. Without any fights. Until next week, when we'll all be back here. It's the Dave It Yourself show, and I'm always here. Not bad for an impromptu song, right? So until next time, 7:01, we're over time. Now I'm going to have to start paying for it. Sorry about that, boss. All right, so until next time, I'm Dave. This is the Dave It Yourself channel. We are out of here.